Phantasy Star Universe originally came out in August of 2006. After the demo popped up on the Xbox 360 marketplace, I tried it out with a friend of mine, and the same day, I went out and bought the game. This was maybe in 2007, I don't really quite remember. But at the time, you were charged $10 a month to play. Honestly, that was a little steep of a request for a broke-ass high school student at the time. But I made it work. I had my first job at the library. From late 2006, early 2007 till when the server closed in 2012, I was on there. So let's see, that's $10 a month for almost 6 years. Fuck me. For those of you who aren't familiar, Phantasy Star Universe is an MMORPG, and it's a loot, shoot, hack, slash type of game, You create your character, you customize it, you can choose your race and gender, every decision affects your character's stats and how they'll turn out. For example, Newmans tend to do better in the techer department, spells and shit. The gameplay was fun, it was very grind heavy, but it was enjoyable, and it was really rewarding when you went out and found that rare item you've been grinding for the entire time. Like the Psycho Wand. When that drops and someone you play with takes it, and someone who didn't even play a techer. And even though I was the party's techer for 4 years, and he would take it when made a character to use. I don't hold grudges though. I don't do that. The game was really significant to me and my friends. I mean, Snails, you've seen him in so many of my videos.
To my eyes, I sacrifice.
Don't get splash damage. Do not get splash damage. Your blade, maybe you can fucking blade him.
I met him through Phantasy Star, and then I met him in real life after years of playing together. More or less, I kinda grew up with the dude, and I still talk to him regularly today, and I have Phantasy Star to thank for that. So what was so special about this admittedly niche game? The player base couldn't have been that crazy here in America because, Phantasy Star Online 2, which came out the year after PSU went offline for good, well, it came out in the East. But in the West, well, we're still waiting on the translation and the port of the game. 2014, Sega on Twitter claimed the game was delayed and they would let us know more. Well, how's that delay going? It's been another 4 years and we haven't heard anything. So I assume the demand in America just isn't that high, which is unfortunate. There is certainly a demand for the game from a small group of dedicated players in the West. And that's why there's an English patch for PSO2. That's why people use VPNs to play on Asian servers. I was one of them. I played on the Southeast Asia server for a while. And it wasn't as easy as just creating an account. Like, I had to solve a CAPTCHA in Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. But PSO2 just didn't feel the same. It didn't bring me the same kind of feelings that Phantasy Star Universe did. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here though. Let's chat about what made PSU special on the Xbox 360. Phantasy Star Universe was very different from any game I had ever played at the time, and to this day, it still is very different. The way the game is designed encourages social interaction. The planets where you find your missions used to be absolutely cluttered with players. The 4th floor of the Guardians colony would be a hub for players, especially during events. And the best part was you could just type. Everyone could see it. Imagine walking through here with literally hundreds of people being able to speak at once. You had spam, you had jokes, you had I'm looking for a group request, you had girls trying to sell titty pics for Meseta. It was insane. It was 4chan meets a PUBG lobby. It was wonderful and disgusting all at once. You'd laugh, you'd cry, maybe you'd buy yourself a PSU girlfriend. And on top of that, every player had a room. It was customizable. You could decorate it and you could open up a store and sell your shit. Players could passively make money in there while everyone was on the server looking for this random item that you put up. They could come into your room while your Xbox wasn't even on and buy it. Then you'd log in and be like, holy shit, dick, I got money. The missions were simple. A wave of enemies spawn, you kill them, you move on. Some levels had bosses, others just had challenging waves of bigger monsters at the end. But the missions provided two major things for you. The potential of high-level weapons and armor drops, and mission points, which level up your classes. The classes were experience-based, meaning that you would have to be a basic gunner before jumping up to something like a Forta gunner or gun master. These classes would allow you to use better weapons, and they'd also let you use your techniques and skills more effectively. And of course, these missions gave experience to level up your character. So I guess 3 major things. This all seems really simple from a top-down view like this, and honestly, the game kinda was simple. I valued the social interaction so much more than anything else in the game. Check this out. I used to play with a guy named Blackie on PSU. Then, in Overwatch, years after not talking to the guy, I was playing against a guy named Blackie, and I just wrote in general chat, "Hey Blackie, did you play PSU on the Xbox?" And sure enough, it was him. Like, how crazy is that shit? So why am I talking to you about this? Why am I showing you cringy footage from my old YouTube channel 10 years ago, or this podcast from when the 360 server went down?
Snails was the best Florida gunner in the game, and Lawrence ran around and collected all the Meseta while we weren't looking.
Fuck you. I did do that, but I was also the best Fi gunner on the server.
What did you have, like 6 Q-tips?
Dude, I had more.
It's because some amazing people have created a private server for Phantasy Star Universe, known as Phantasy Star Universe Clementine. And though the game is far from complete, you can install and you can play PSU right now. It's never been easier to do either. Everything's packed into one installer. There's no weird shit you have to do. You just double click it and you're ready. And when I booted up the game and heard the song on that title screen, felt like I was a teenager again. And I know what you're thinking, this is just nostalgia vision, Lou. It's not anything special, like the game is just the same old shit and you just have your nostalgia blinders on, but it is special. Snails and I got back into it, we're playing casually and it's fantastic. It's a good time, it feels just like it used to, and it's aged surprisingly well. Just don't fuck with the keyboard though. Plug in your 360 controller, you can map the buttons the way they were and play the game the way it was meant to be played, and not with those brutal 2006 PC controls where you don't use the mouse at all. The detail in the hub worlds was something that I always appreciated, but it's just so nice to go somewhere in the game and take a moment to admire the surroundings, and on PC with the more consistent frame rate, it's even nicer. It's just, the game's fucking aesthetic. What the game is missing, however, is the social aspect. Though there are people playing this game, and it's amazing to make new friends or even bump into fellow Xbox 360 players from back in the day, the player base is a mere portion of what the game used to be. Now, I'm not too sure of the load capacity on the server, but I really do encourage you, if anything I said sounds interesting to you, if you play the game and you miss it, give PSU Clementine a shot. Know that there will be player wipes, know that it's a slow process to develop, and respect what the developers are trying to accomplish here. And I should also mention that I'm not being paid to say this or anything like that. This is honestly just a group of people that I really respect and I really love what they're doing. So if you can get by all the stuff I listed, chances are you're going to have a fantastic time on Phantasy Star Universe Clementine. And frankly, if you're a subscriber on my channel, chances are you've played an early access game or two. So think of PSU Clementine like that. It's incomplete, but the potential's through the ceiling. And unlike H1Z1 or Rust or something like that, there isn't much room for disappointment, because Phantasy Star Universe already happened, and it already was great. Phantasy Star Universe is very dear to me. It's hands down one of my favorite games ever. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Clementine team, for giving me the ability to play the game again. And for everyone else who happens to watch this video, I hope you'll give the game a shot too. Thanks for tuning in. I am the Sweet Lou.
Oh my gosh, get him out of here. It's getting worse though, but hey, I don't care. If you want to do that animation Lou's like so much.
Fuck!
Oh no, 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 no.
Oh dude, watch him. Dude.
Oh,
Oh shit! Fuck! Oh my god, dude. Good shit.
Sorry.
He's gonna do the ground thing.
No, I'm gonna die.
Oh dude, get out of there! Oh!
No way!
Yes! Hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
That's so sick.
that was hard.
We should not have been able to do that. Holy fuck, I'm editing this video and I just realized I never said what's going on, everyone. The Sweet Lou here. Alright, see you later.